I was about 14 when I set up my own loan company. I didn't realize what I was doing. I always had a little extra money. I would loan it out on a percentage basis and everything, and everybody thought that was just a hoot. So my family always knew I would be a business person. My mother and I moved to Fort Lauderdale when I was 29, and I thought, well, I'm going to do something more exciting than this. So I checked around. So anyway, I became a seafood broker. Well, you can't be in the seafood business very long without sooner or later meeting Jack Heiss. And so he was in the process of the Alaska shrimp phase of his life. And I took him on as a client. And then pretty soon we became partners. My maiden name was Brooks, so we became Heiss Brooks. And that worked out pretty well, so then we became Heiss Heiss. We designed our very first product with breaded shrimp. We were inventors by necessity. We had to invent equipment to put the breading on the shrimp. Flash freezing was invented, this two-stage ammonia freezer. So we had the first breaded shrimp ever on the market. People at that point were not accustomed to spending so much extra money for convenience. Today we are. We're very much involved with processing because that determines the quality of your product. Fish sticks were never patented simply because it was fish pressured into a block, sliced off, and breaded. There was nothing patentable about that. So what you have to do then is to quickly get your product on the market ahead of everybody else before they can steal your idea. The kind of business we have, you can live any place. So I moved to Charlotte, loved Charlotte. I've lived there about 35 years more or less. Charlotte got so big. I started looking a little further south, drove around like Seneca, looked at Greenville. What attracted me to Anderson was the size. It was just a nice place to live. You could just see it. I think for the last 20 years of my life I've been going to retire, but I just can't seem to find the time. So I sort of retired to write the book, but you can't write a book and then retire. You have to get out there and peddle it. Nobody tells you that when you're writing the book. If I started writing about my experiences in different countries, it would be like a travel log. So I wrote about a shrimp fisherman. When I go to a supermarket, I still check out everybody's packaging. When I go to a restaurant, I certainly order a shrimp cocktail. As we used to say, if the trade doesn't support itself, who will? So I automatically order a shrimp cocktail still. I said, you know, if you quit, you become a vegetable. You can't let that happen to you. You have to keep going. And I believe that. I'll be that little old lady and I'll have a bright red wheelchair going around, headlights on it.